Welcome to the Legalpreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Sager, founder and CEO of Legalpreneur Inc. As a serial entrepreneur and someone that works exclusively with small business owners legally protecting their business, I'm dedicated to covering common legal issues faced by business owners, providing you with the business knowledge you need to catapult your business's growth and showing you just how some of the world's most elite entrepreneurs have handled these legal and business issues themselves. In true attorney fashion, the information in this episode is not legal advice. This is for informational purposes only, and you should always consult with your attorney before implementing any of the information in the show. Hey there, happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of the Legalpreneur Podcast. Before we get into today's episode, I am so pumped to finally announce that tickets for Legalpreneur Live are officially on sale. We will be making our first speaker announcement on May 9th. So we do have a pretty big sale going on for the tickets. I guess you can call it like a pre-sale because we haven't announced all the big names yet for Legalpreneur Live. So if you are all about business and personal growth in 2022 and you want to finally be in person with people, head over. The link is in the show notes. Personally, I am so excited because we have been curating this list of speakers for, months and months. And I'm personally so excited because I wanted to create a lineup of speakers that the audience didn't even know they needed to hear from. Because my whole life, the past year and a half since I've been going through my transition, which you all know about, things just kept coming into my world and my universe that I did not know I needed. And it has helped me transition and transform my whole life in ways that I never thought possible, that I never even imagined. So I'm not saying like, hey, your whole life's going to change at Legalpreneur Live, but I wanted the audience to leave thinking, wow, that was an incredible speaker. I had no idea I needed them in my life. So I'm really, really, really excited about this lineup of speakers. If you're just ready and you're like, yeah, I will be there no matter what, go to the link in the show notes, sign up. If you're interested in sponsoring, we do have booths available. There's going to be 400 or 500 people, small business owners. So if you have a business that markets to small businesses, then get a booth and be right there in front of your ideal clients. Okay, so getting into today's episode, I do want to talk about making decisions. And specifically for me, this has come up the past few weeks. I've had a really big decision that I've needed to make, and I still don't know the how or how exactly I'm going to accomplish what I want to accomplish with this decision, but I made the decision to do it. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. If you have something weighing heavily, hey, okay, something has to change around this thing, whatever it is, and it's like you're at a crossroads. You're like, I don't know what decision to make. Because for me personally, it's like I knew what decision I needed to make, but I wasn't sure how I could do it. And finally, I sat with it, and I just pretty much had a conversation with myself. And I said to Andrea, you have to put yourself first. You have to do what is best for you, because you're all I am on this self-love journey, this self-healing journey. And I don't even want to say it's self-healing. Like, all these things are helping me heal, but I'm on this healing journey, and I have to do what's best for me. One thing that I have realized is I am codependent. I'm codependent. So I have suffered from codependency, which I've realized my entire life. And that's where I'm not going to be great at explaining what this is, but basically you put other people before you. And that may sound like a noble thing, but at the end of the day, it's not, because you are what's most important to you, no matter what. no matter what, even if you have kids, even if you're married, like at the end of the day, like there are times when you have to put those people, like your spouse, your kids, ahead of you. But at the end of the day, you are what matter the most. We have to continue to put ourselves first, or even continue, we have to start putting ourselves first. And I think I'm really just talking to myself right now. Maybe you need to hear this too, but I know that I have not been putting myself first. And a lot of this got triggered because the divorce is final and it hit me. It's like, okay, Andrea, like you're out of this limbo state. Well, like energetically, you can be out of this limbo state because you're officially divorced. But I was still leaving myself in that limbo state because of this decision that I was not making. And it's okay. Like, I forgive myself for it. And I still, like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I know that it has to get done and it's going to get done. This decision that I made, because it's about putting me first and putting myself first. So, what I wanted to share with you guys is if you are at a crossroads to make a really big decision, make the decision. It doesn't mean you actually have to act on it today or tomorrow, but you have to make the decision. And when I really don't know how I'm going to do this, but I trust that it will come to me. Like, I know what decision is best for me. And it's not, and like, if you guys are into manifesting and the law of attraction, you know, like once you have the clarity, that's all you need. And you know, like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I desire. It's not up to you to figure out the how. And that's what I'm trusting that it will just come to me. I will, like, I'm not going to say I'm going to figure it out. It's just going to come to me. Like, I will figure it out, but I'm not going to spend time. Okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? I'm not going to grind my gears trying to figure this out, because that's what I've done for the past 30 years is just figure shit out and spend a lot of time figuring shit out. I am now letting go and trusting that it's just going to happen, or it's just going to come to me and I'll know exactly what to do. So remember to make the decision, and that gives you the clarity. So you have the clarity, and the how will come. I'm trusting that I know it's going to come, and I will update you guys on my decision. And maybe eventually I'll give you like the whole rundown of everything. And once it comes to me, I will share that with you as well. But I'm just really grateful and thankful that I made this decision, because it's been eating me alive. Oh my gosh. So finally, I've made this decision. I know it's going to happen. When, how, I don't know, but it will come. If you let me know, you guys, are you struggling with making a decision? I'd love for you to reach out on Instagram, share that with me. We're in this together. All right, that's my little spiel for today. Don't forget about Legalpreneur Live. And I'm so excited about Legalpreneur Live because as I've been talking to more and more speakers, somebody was like, well, tell me about the event. Like, what do you envision for this event? And I literally told him, I said, look, my life for the past year and a half has been this entire transformation and this entire journey. And the speakers that I want have somehow impacted me. Not that I necessarily have worked one-on-one with them. Some of them I have, but all of these speakers at some point in the past year and a half have touched my life in one way or another. And most likely they touched my life in a way that I didn't even know I needed. And I'm hoping that at least one of them will touch you in the same way at Legalpreneur Live. I just invite you to be there and to be open to receiving. And I think Legalpreneur Live will be a really, very largely transformational event for everybody. Even though we're a company founded on legal stuff, legal foundations, I very much want this to be a community building event. I want this to be business and personal growth, because I think both go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. And especially if you're a business owner. Yeah, I just invite all of you to come share it with your friends. I would love to even just be sold out. Will that happen? We don't know. That's my desire, so I'll receive it. All right, you guys, click the link in the show notes. Go purchase your ticket, and I'll see you guys Monday. Here at Legalpreneur, we're committed to providing a supportive legal community for all business owners. I know how scary the legal stuff can be. If you found this information helpful, I would be so grateful if you could share it with a fellow business owner. And quite frankly, it doesn't cost anything to rate, review, or subscribe to the show. Your support helps me reach more listeners, which allows me to support more business owners in their entrepreneurial journey. Have any questions or comments about the show? Feel free to drop me a line on Instagram. I promise I read all of the messages and comments. And if you want to be a guest on the show or know someone that would make a great guest, simply fill out our application form and a team member will reach out if we think it's a good fit. I'll see you in the next episode.